Crickets again. Summer. What are you going to do?
You're going to stamp on the crickets one by one. It's such a good thing to do.
You used to amuse me for hours as a kid.
Yeah.
Going across the lawn and tracing the cricket noise and stomp, 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 stop.
And they're quiet.
Yeah.
And then you go away and the bastard starts up again, mean you didn't get him.
Yeah.
And your grandparents send you out again. You reckon they would have had enough of that kind of thing at their age, but apparently no.
No.
No, the kids could be settled for hours for like stomping on crickets.
Yes, and eventually you learn crickets just go quiet when you stomp in their vicinity, so you can't get them and kill them.
That's weird, right?
The crickets were smarter than you ever gave them credit for.
It's still smarter than me now. Because when I go stomping crickets, which really means I'm trying to break and enter into someone's house, and someone comes out of the house going, "What the fuck are you doing in my house?" I'm going, "Stomping crickets." They're loud, you can hear them up the street. And sometimes you can get them to play with you and then let you into their house and steal their shit. But sometimes they just shoot you.
So stomping crickets is a euphemism
For getting shot.
Break and enter.
Break and enter.
One of my favourite things to say to people, like, just as a variation of "that's what she said," or the actor said to the bishop, when someone says something and they're being totally innocent, and you know they're being totally innocent, just respond with, "Is that a euphemism?"
Yeah.
When you said shellacking the fence, is that a euphemism?
Yeah, baby.
You know, when you said melting the chocolate, is that a euphemism? And they say, yes, that's about giving oral sex to my African boyfriend. And you go,
right.
It's not as much fun when it's a single entendre.
When it's a single entendre, it's not good anymore.
We
but
like
sometimes, though, when they say, "I was balls deep in this Sheila," and you stop them and go, "Is that a euphemism?" And they go, "What?"
Oh, that's like when you use inappropriate or just wrong similes, like talk about, "Oh yeah, he's like the Mario Andretti of Formula One."
Yeah. He's like the Mario Andretti of gardening.
No, see, that's an appropriate. What I'm saying is, if you say they're like the thing they're the thing of, you know, it's like, he's like the Tiger Woods of golf.
Yeah, isn't he the Tiger Woods of
Yes,
golf?
Yes.
He is the Tiger Woods of golf.
I was like that joke.
I get it now.
One of the rather edgy British satire shows. You can find this on YouTube, and it is a pretty funny joke. Where there's some place where a lot of people went to commit suicide, and it was known as the Mecca of suicides. And she said, as opposed to the Mecca of suicide bombers, which is Mecca. And it's just
that's pretty good.
It was actually. That was a pretty good joke.
That's pretty good. That's harsh, but
harsh, but a lot of good humour is.
Really quite fair, yeah.
And hey, you know, the other thing I want to bring up, I got the latest Triple J Hottest 100 disc, so I'm now getting up with what the kids were listening to a year ago.
What the cool kids were doing, yeah.
A year ago.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah. So then we're only a year behind the times.
That's right. Yeah.
And you say, "Oh, I was listening to yon hit tune," and the kids say to you, "I haven't heard that in like a year." And you go, "That's right."
I'm really old.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
because I come out with things like, "I don't like cricket. I know. I love it." And people look at me like going, "What the fuck are you doing, scarred granddad?"
Yes.
You are the wrongest thing since fucking public school ass fucking in the girls' toilets. You can fuck off. And then I go, "Oh no, I was just hanging out. Maybe so one of the ladies would root me." And then they go, "Oh, you old, crippled, fat turd. Why don't you die a death of fucking slingshot arrows?" And then they do. I
actually like the pun you did there, whether that was intentional or not, calling yourself scarred, singing the scar music, while being the bearer of some of the most gnarly scars I have ever seen.
True story.
Go over to AIDzee Code Grey.
I can show them to you.
Full frontal nudity and scar showing off. And there's that actually one of the rehearsal videos that's up there. You and the good Reverend Dr. Tim.
Yeah.
Looking at when the photos were kind of fresh, and I leave it to people's imagination, or don't show the photos, just show you two looking at them and having a conversation. Is that more like a shark bite, or like...
we were trying to work out some cool way I could have got them, except for just...
really bad burns, maybe like a hand grenade went off in your crotch or something
or some
like
shit
that.
like that, but no.
Yeah.
Just surgery.
Yeah.
It was done while I was asleep.
Yes.
Good.
Now you want to look, don't you? That's like telling you to, not look at GoatZee or something. You have to go and do it now.
I still find GoatZee quite disturbing.
I do too. In fact, one of my favourite... See, you kids in your video... When we joined the internet with dial-up modems...
It was all dial-up then. If you want to know what it was like, take an A4 sheet and put it above a fucking fully clothed picture of a nun and then drag it down a centimetre an hour.
Yeah.
And wait patiently for nothing.
So our shock thing wasn't a video like Two Girls, One Cup. It was a still photo, GoatZee. And there was a really good Flickr stream. And people probably still add to it. But it's a bit blasé these days, but it was called First GoatZee. And the point was, you had to find one of your friends who'd never seen GoatZee, get your camera ready, and have like your laptop there, and go smile for the camera, and then and show them, and get a picture of their reaction. And so it's a whole gallery of people going, except for the occasional person going,
and occasionally someone going.
And in fact, one person got the ultimate score, I think, of Ron Jeremy. They were El Famoso porn star. It was at one of the porn expos in Vegas, I think. And he was explaining First GoatZee to Ron Jeremy and said, and Ron Jeremy said, "What's GoatZee?" And they go, "You're kidding. I have to get your first." And but it was Ron Jeremy, so he did pull a bit of a face. But the guy said he was hamming it up a bit for the photo, because after we said, "So that guy's stretching his asshole. Is that what's happening there?" Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah, wide enough to park a car up there. But Ron was just,
Yeah, we used to do that in the 80s.
Yeah, that's like Tuesday, as far as he's concerned.
When the new wave came through and they were more into the heroin than anything else, they'd do anything for a buck, those poor kids. Yeah, they're all dead of AIDS now.
Yeah. Ron's kind of seen it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been it all, too.
He has, and he's still been it. He's like the elder statesman of porn, and who would have ever seen that coming in the 70s? Not me. He's like a media commentator.
I love the movie they made about him, though.
What was it called?
What was his name? John Diggler.
Oh, Dirk Diggler. That was kind of a hybrid of him and John
called?
Holmes. That was called Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights, yeah.
That was kind of a hybrid of him and John Holmes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The two monster cock 70 porn stars.
Yeah.
Which there's an awesome bit. Yeah, they give you literally, like porn, they give you the money shot right at the end of the movie. And if you ask Marky Mark, he says it's not a prosthetic. It's a prosthetic. But he says...
Well, it depends when you ask Marky Mark, because he still travels with his prosthetic penis. And the reason he travels with his prosthetic penis is he gets a kick out of customs opening the bag and going, "What's that?" And he said, "That is a prosthetic penis." I have to reprise my role as Dirk Diggler occasionally, and they have to take it out and check it. And he gets, candid photos of customs agents, like checking his cock. And he thinks it's fucking hilarious. And the other thing is occasionally he'll get on a photo shoot somewhere and they say, oh, we thought it was, no, I've got it with me.
Yes.
And he puts it on, and it's like, yeah, that's what we thought. Well, you thought wrong. Can we have it for the shot anyway? Might as well.
In these jeans, what not?
Yeah, why not?
When you first brought up that he still carries around a prosthetic penis, my first thought was, I'm appalled that you know that. And as you talked, my brain just went, no, I'm not even surprised. You get real. I'm not even surprised that you know that.
I just adore Marky Mark. He's quite the thespian.
He is. He's an A-grade bloke. I think we've warmed up enough now.
Okay.
All right, so that's for the diehards who watch second channel videos, and now we'll wanga fat this mofo up.